Thank you for joining us today to speak about a significant drug and cash seizure that our Drug and Gang Enforcement Section completed last year. As outlined in our media release in September of 2021, our officers initiated an investigation, becoming aware of the drug trafficking activities of a St. Albert man. As the trafficking investigation unfolded, investigators discovered that the St. Albert man and a man from Edmonton were using an apartment suite in the Delwood neighborhood to store and process cocaine and methamphetamine. On Thursday, March 30th, 2022, members of the EDGE team and EPS Tactical Unit subsequently executed two search warrants, one at a residence in St. Albert and one at a residence in Northeast Edmonton, neighborhood of McConaughey. During these searches, officers located significant quantities of cocaine, including 2 kilograms stored in a hidden compartment in this 2018 Nissan Murano. In total, more than $400,000 worth of drugs and cash were seized, and more than 4.6 kilograms of cocaine were removed from potential sale on our streets. Additionally, a variety of paraphernalia and items used to sell and distribute cocaine and methamphetamine were also seized. Jensen Tran of St. Albert and Stephen Lamb of Edmonton, both aged 34, along with 31-year-old April Goodson of Edmonton, have been since charged with numerous drug-related offenses, and officers continue to investigate their ties to other drug trafficking activities. So what makes this seizure noteworthy? Aside from the large quantities of cocaine seized, this investigation is notable for the hidden compartment located in this SUV. While hidden compartments are not uncommon in drug trafficking files, they do speak to the level of organization and sophistication of the group, and our investigators are uncovering them far more often. Investigations such as these are also often tied to other criminal activities, such as firearms trafficking, shootings, and the conveyance of large bulk cash or the proceeds of crime. As we conclude these large-scale investigations, we are hopeful we'll see a reduction in some of these associated crimes, an increase in overall community safety, and less victimization of Edmonton's most vulnerable, who are often targeted by drug-related crime. While I cannot comment specifically on other trafficking activities the accused may be linked to, I can confirm that these individuals are known to police and are part of another investigation in which a large number of firearms and bulk cash was seized from several hidden compartments in vehicles. It is our hope that we will be able to provide more details on this and other investigations soon. And I'll open the floor to any questions that there may be. Yeah, we are seeing them a lot more often in our investigations. I think as these groups become more and more sophisticated, they're often able to find the connections in order to have these things installed in their various vehicles. Oh, sorry.
We haven't seen it yet, but is this a pretty sophisticated hidden compartment? Like, is it a little more than just a little shoebox?
Yeah, absolutely. What we find with these hidden compartments is typically you have to run through a sequence of, push buttons to activate the electronics that will release these traps. So it is very sophisticated. It isn't something that's easily detectable. Certainly not by our average police officers on the street. It takes a certain amount of awareness. I can say that our EDGE investigators are becoming very good at detecting and uncovering these traps inside of vehicles.
Is factory installed?
No, there are some vehicles that do come with compartments that are factory installed, but these are aftermarket installations that are done. So we know there are people within Edmonton that perform these installations, and some of these vehicles, once perhaps some of them get compromised, or there's a belief on the targets or the subject's part that perhaps these vehicles have been compromised in some way. Some of them get, unbeknownst to people who purchase them, they're cycled into the general public. It's a significant seizure, no doubt. I think the takeaway here is the accountability with this particular group. These guys, because they are sophisticated, it required sophisticated means to uncover their criminal activity. So the fact that our investigators were able to do that is the point that we'd like to stress in this particular investigation.
This is an organized crime strategy you guys are doing. Obviously, there's other people involved. This is why we're waiting so long. Tell us about this to try and gather any more.
No, I mean this particular case. So these people were actually charged back in December of 2022 last year. We just haven't had an opportunity to get to this point to do the media release. In terms of from the point where the warrants were executed till the point where charges were laid, that just comes down to an administrative and disclosure phase. It takes a number of weeks to kind of put all the package together for our Crown. So that's the reason for the length and delay in getting it out before you.
Compartments are becoming kind of more popular in your state level. Like, how concerning is that?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely concerning. It's like I said in the release. That's the way in which that they that organized crime people or people engaged in organized crime are able to move illicit substances and contraband through the city, interprovincially, across borders, and so we believe that they've probably been there for quite some time, but it does certainly seem to be that more and more groups are starting to pick it up, and it does seem to become more prevalent in our investigations.
Is it hard for police to detect those things, when there is a seizure?
So I will say this: we do have people that are very good at detecting them. Yes.
What drug are you seeing the most?
So from Edge unit in 2022, the drug that we seized the most of was actually fentanyl.
Any other questions? All right, I guess we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.